Hello friends, I am Prashant. I welcome you to Education Stuff. In this video, we will be discussing the second article of the Hindu paper, Hindu editorial analysis of second article, which today is 8 June 2020. If you want to see the first and all article discussion, you can see it from the I icon or from the description link. This particular article is regarding the pegging of private sector in COVID fight. Pegging means entering or allowing them to look through the private sector. The pandemic is a change to bring in structural change in health sector and rejuvenate private partnership. The COVID-19 pandemic is unlikely to disappear in the immediate future. Managing the epidemic and ensuring a full complement and healthcare will require extraordinary resources and investment. India's public health sector has already spread itself thin in tackling the pandemic. This unprecedented crisis have highlighted the critical need of mobilize available resources in the public sector, and however, the private sector is a particular. The current strategies to involve the private sector in combating with infectious disease are shrouded in ambiguity. There is no clear policy guidelines to use private sector resources that could complement public sector efforts, and how the payments for these services are made. Having been directed to suspend most of the services are being ready to manage the COVID-19 cases and none forthcoming, the private sector is gasping for the cash flows. Countries that have the political or policy-based strategy relationship with the private sector seem to have performed well in controlling this pandemic. Instead of arm twisting the private sector, there is no need to formulate a stable policy-based strategy to get the private sector on board. The pandemic has provided India an opportunity to restructure the strategies of engaging the private sector in realizing the public health goals. The recent economic package announced for the health sector, around 2.1 lakh crore, envisages the strengthening of health infrastructure in the immediate future. This is an opportunity to bring in structural changes in the health sector to rejuvenate partnership with the private sector. Here, the proposal is for certain policy operations or to leverage private sector resources for testing, hospitalization, procurement of biomedical equipment and supplies. There should be laboratory services. Despite governments trying to scale up testing capacity in the country, there is still a long way to go for mass scale testing. The purpose of following option to scale up testing capacity: the first option is an accredited private laboratory can be contracted to co-located in the public health facility, preferably in Tier 2 or Tier 3 public hospitals. States that already have private laboratories under the public-private partnership, that is PPP, contract can be used to add COVID-19 tests. The government may procure test kits and private sector would charge a service fee for the government. And option 2, suspect cases can be issued vouchers for testing of any empaneled private laboratories. E-vouchers generated by the telehealth call centers can subsequently In option 2, suspect cases can be issued vouchers for testing any empaneled private laboratories. E-vouchers are generated by telehealth call centers can be subsequently be reimbursed by the government. In option 3, a mobile sample collection and testing facility can be operated by the private entity in the high density clusters. It can also be a use of fear clinic. This arrangement can be under the hub-spoke principle. The cost of tests, key performance indicators and payment system should be worked out in a purchase contract. There should be hospital infrastructure. Hospitalization of COVID-19 cases can be restricted to hospitals in major cities alone. Improving the infrastructure and capacity of Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities in collaboration with the private sectors is critical. The latest announcement of increased viability gap funding to 30% is bound to ease the capex pressure of the private sector. The options can be: a private contractor could be hired to refurbish the existing ward in the public hospital to intensive care units and ward into additional beds and equipment and hand over the refurbished ward to the public authority. Under this trunkery project, an ICU ward could be made available within a short time. In option 2, in a scenario where the district hospital does not have staff to operate in ICU ward, a private hospital partner could be contracted to provide staff and operate ICU ward. Alternatively, a private hospital can partner refurbish, operate, and later transfer the ICU ward. Though the model takes more time, the operators can convert the facility into any other specialty ward in future. The center can provide a viability gap funding the state to support the development of such a facility. In option 3, the government can refer patient to empaneled private COVID-19 hospitals at the fixed package rate. The kind of strategic purchasing or insurance reimbursement, say under Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, requires a clear policy directions or a robust referral system, agreement on tariff, and a quick reimbursement mechanism. The current government tariffs do not stem or seem to invoke interest from the private sector. There should be supply chains. Thus, upsurge in the demand for the test kits, ventilators, and other biomedical supplies cannot be met by the current manufacturers or supply chain resources. Repurposing through the alternate sources indigenously is a need of the hour. A plethora of innovations and prototype needs our government laboratories to test the quick time, approve and grant a license for the production, which includes patenting. Besides facilitating quick credit access manufacturing, the government may also give buyback guarantees and facilitate the supply chain channels. There should be a central intelligence system. An IT system with an artificial intelligence capability should be the backbone of supporting all these public and private sector efforts in combating COVID-19. The intelligence system should be seamlessly help in case identification, contact tracing, managing a telehealth center, generating e-vouchers, authorizing tests, managing referrals for the isolation of hospitalization in the private sector, payments, following, etc. IT Bharatams in India should be roped in to configure an integrated system to detect any usual or unusual pattern in terms of an increase in the numbers. The resources dedicated to fighting of COVID-19 pandemic have the potential to create a good health infrastructure and strengthening the health system eventually. However, these initiatives require quick policy formulation followed by the guidelines for contracting, purchasing, payments, defining standards, supply chains, strengthening procurement, etc. A group of interdisciplinary experts to guide the institutionalizing the private partnership arrangements would go a long way. This particular article is regarding the private sector involvement in COVID-19 fight. So how they can reform. The pandemic is to change, bring in structural changes in the health sector and rejuvenate the private partnership. That's the end of the article discussion. If you want to see the rest of the articles, you can see it from the I icon or from description link. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.